And 3, 2, 1, we are live. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Bro, we have tried doing this for so long. I think it's been like some 4 months, 3 months.
So it's been 4-5 months or something, and it's also been, I think this is like the 5th or 6th time, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, easily.
That we're trying to do this.
Yeah. Wait. We started off, I remember, was it WWDC when we started off? That's in June.
Yeah, I think that was the first, and we had already talked about it for like a month before that.
Fuck, bro, that's been a long time, man.
Yeah. Man, but I feel like within that time, podcasts have gotten so much hype. Like, everyone is talking about podcasts. Everyone is making podcasts. Like, as a non-podcast listener, I'm like seeing so much podcast-related content, and I just feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah. No, for me, I've been listening to podcasts for a while now. It's been around a year, more than a year now. And ever since then, you know, when you consume some kind of content as a creator, you want to create something like that. And
it's always a thought.
Yeah, and I've been dying to do something like this. So yeah, bro, let's start. Roll the intro.
Sup, you beautiful bastards. Hope you've had a fantastic day. But let's just jump into it. Hey, guys.
Hey, what is up, guys?
Hello, Internet.
Hey, how's it going, friends? Hello, Internet.
What's up, guys? It's
Hey, brother.
Good morning, John.
Good morning. Hey, it's Tuesday.
What's up, everybody? Hey, how's it going?
Let's get started.
If you want to find the videos we talk about, all of their links will be in the show notes. We will also be compiling all the videos we talk about on this episode into a playlist that you can find on our YouTube channel. You will know if a video is added into our show notes if you hear this pop sound in this episode. You can also find all the videos on our website, which is kota.design/podcasts. That is KOTA.design/podcast to view all the videos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get regular updates about the Substation podcast.
Awesome. That was a good intro, bro. You were in the flow.
I wrote it down, bro.
Oh, shit. Good one, bro.
The fact that you didn't realize, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, I think we should start with the video you showed me 3 days ago, which blew my fucking mind for some odd reason, and I have watched it easily like 10 times by now.
And maybe a crowd in New York would be nice enough to indulge me. So as we get to the end of a night of theater and comedy and sweaters coming on and off, I got one question for you. And that question is, can I say my shit? New York, can I say my shit? I got lots of shit to say. I got lots of shit to say. I can't fit my hand inside a Pringle can. I have a huge amount of trouble fitting my hand inside of a Pringle can. I can get my hand like 4 inches into the can, but then I have to tilt the can into my mouth. But by that point, a bunch of crumbs have accumulated at the bottom of the can, so they all go spilling onto my face. What I'm trying to say is the diameter of Pringle cans is way too small.
Bro, he went...
Dude, I really I really didn't know who to show that to. I mean, even if you just hear it, it's like a great composition. It's a great song. Like, I have been listening to it. Like, I've listened to it so many times now that like I just play it in the background, dude, and I work and I like know all the lyrics and stuff. But man, when I saw it the first time, I got like goosebumps, man. It is so good, dude. Just like randomly, it's so good. And I tried watching the Netflix special.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, have you watched did you finish watching it?
I tried watching it. No. I probably watched like the first like 10-15 minutes. And it's basically a lot of these, like you could call them like acts. Like it's one song composition and he's talking about like a specific topic. And he does like whatever. There's like a couple of them. And I like the Kanye West one is like one of them. That comes probably much later in the show.
Bro, when you showed it to me, I was like, okay, stand up. And I have heard about Bo. Bro, he's been in YouTube for a while. Like,
he's not only been in YouTube, he's just been in the like comedy stand-up industry like for a while.
I meant he started in YouTube, on YouTube, his comedy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So
I didn't know that, bro.
So apparently, I remember there was some music video, or it was just him playing the piano or something like that. And he was just showing it to his like family and friends and stuff. And that went viral. And from there, he just started to do, musical videos as well as comedy shorts. And from there, he's like here now. But bro, what struck me in that video was how well he had composed the entire.
Yeah, bro, it was so, it's like meticulous, man. It's meticulous like to the T, because everything is a performance. The lights is a performance, the sound is a performance, and then what he's saying is a performance, and then three of them like become this one giant thing that is just so like unexpectedly awesome, dude. Like it's just like done well. It's very Kanye. It's heavily Kanye.
Yeah, it's
inspired.
very it's heavily
That's what I
Kanye
loved
inspired.
also. So it was like great.
And also the way the camera, there was one shot where it like dollied to his face and you could see that there's a fan in front of him, so his hair is blowing and shit,
It's
and
like a close
suddenly
up of his
becomes
face
dimmer.
and it looks like super dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And he's talking about like burritos and like Pringles cans and stuff, and it just seems so like.
Did you see the comment section of that?
Yeah.
So
It's like,
apparently,
I changed my life. This changed my life, or like
no.
Stuff
So
of that
apparently,
extent.
that video, the burrito, is about how he has asked for so many things in life, and now it doesn't fit. And there was a similar metaphor to the Pringles segment.
Yeah. He says that like his problems are not like as high stakes as Kanye's. That's
Yeah.
literally the line.
And that's why he says in the middle, break it down. He'll break it down. And then from there, it goes dark and deep and shit.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I just realized what you're talking about, the end when he says like he gets like full honest and shit, and he starts talking about what stand-up means like for a stand-up creator and stuff. It was like such a apt end. It was so good, man. But you know what I was thinking about earlier? Like this, I guess even this whole comedy industry is fueled so much more by YouTube. Like if you just look at the Indian stand-up YouTube community, it's like a category now, because there would be so many, like I feel like the way most people go about this is that you see this, clip that's gone like viral or on its way to going viral, and then you'll watch it, and then it might be like hilarious or it might be shit. And then if that guy comes to your city, you will go for the show.
Yeah.
Like if he's like exceptionally funny. And bro, the fact that you can monetize a stand-up show on like YouTube, and like if you have like 1 million subscribers, you're making like good enough income just from your YouTube channel.
Bro, the Indian stand-up scene started off, is and will continue to be
YouTube driven.
publicity. Yeah, it was always YouTube driven. I mean, forget like the comedy scene right now, where right now it's fully saturated. But take it to like AIB times, man. Like AIB started off on YouTube.
And
Forget
they became
that.
like a full-on company that was doing like different things.
Yeah, but forget that. Like Russell Peter started off on YouTube. That's where everything started off for him as well.
No, but another thing that kind of struck me when I was going down this tangent in my head was that it happens very often now, like especially with Vulfpeck or like many other bands, where they will be releasing music and they will release it first on YouTube. And it just like, I was thinking about this, like we could stand up, and it just struck me that it makes more sense for a musician to upload onto YouTube, have like a nice channel that has like, 1 lakh or 2 lakh subscribers. And you'll get like 1 million views, or like how many ever views you'll get, whether it goes like viral or, just your subscribers are watching it. It's like nice monetization that you can get from people streaming your music. I can get on board with the fact that like a new way for musicians to monetize their music is to shoot a video and then upload it onto YouTube on their own channel and monetize those videos. Because today I feel like musicians make all their money from like gigging, like they go for live shows, they get paid or whatever. If you're having like a ticketed event, you're like that big, you're making like enough money, and like obviously like you're doing like advertising work and all that shit. Especially smaller artists, if you have like a good YouTube channel, you can monetize that too. You don't even have to put it on Apple Music.
If you're a small artist, the best way to get publicity is YouTube.
Yeah. So my like long-term thought process was, because this is what YouTube has single-handedly created a new relevance for like an artist creating like a really good music video. Like, they'll go fucking all out, okay? Because earlier, where are you going to see a music video, bro? You're going to see it like
MTV.
on VH1 or TV or some shit, like, and especially in this era, no one is watching TV. So like, if you make like a crazy video, and obviously people love your song already, it's going to just increase the amount of views you're getting. And that's better monetization.
Okay, let's move to the next one. Do you have some video to show?
Bro, honestly, when I was watching it, I was literally like, I didn't realize, but I was smiling like the entire time I was watching it. The Your Average Consumer FaceTime video.
I have a turd on my shoulder.
Oh, man.
The 30 tech YouTubers on Your Average Consumer's channel.
All right, guys, so we are attempting the biggest group FaceTime chat ever.
Bro, when you showed me that video, man, group video chats, yeah, they're fun and all that, but the sheer scale of that, bro, like, what the fuck was going on? I feel like they didn't do justice to the real estate of the screen, but the fact that you can have 30 people at the same time and everybody getting a chance to speak, that was something crazy.
All right, guys, we are starting the FaceTime.
Got it.
Whoa. All right. Hey, finally. This is a lot.
Yo.
This is getting crazy.
And also, first of all, like the number one thing that I was thinking, like I immediately went down to the comments because it's just one of those videos. And dude, there was one that said like, people said that the best crossover movie, or like the best, like, yeah, I think the best crossover movie was, everyone said that it's Avengers Infinity War. But this is the shit. Like this is the ultimate, bro. Like, to me, I think that makes complete sense, bro, because it was just, this is a collab that can never happen. Apart from like CES and shit, but like it's shitty in CES because like everyone is just in like a fish market essentially. It was just so nice to see everyone, like fucking everyone was there, dude.
Bro, because this wasn't just a regular group chat, to us at least, between you and me. This was all of tech YouTube in one, on one thread, on one conversation. You know how much content they could create. You know what kind of discussions could happen if they have something like this. Imagine all of them having like a crazy discussion, or imagine all of them live unboxing or live talking about something, and imagine they go live. Imagine they have something like this going on, at the same time. You know how much content, how relevant and how good of a quality the content will be. And I see this as bandwidth increases. I kind of envision something like, do you remember that Black Mirror episode where it's a typical Americans Got Talent kind of audition, and the audience is all virtual. All of them are like streaming it, and they're also streaming their expressions, and they have animoji expressions. So imagine,
shit.
Yeah. So imagine
Holy
you have
shit.
something like that, and I can clearly see that, in the future, if you want to access your fans, right now we are commenting on YouTube videos, but later on, or like when you're live stream, if somebody's live streaming, they can like instantly comment on the side. Imagine all those people who are super chatting, they are also live streaming. And,
of course.
Yeah, if you have all of them at a lower like real estate on the screen, on like the creator.
There has to be some user experience design that Apple has to figure out if they want to do this, because this is going to be a huge, it can be VR VR would be a great.
Fuck if it's Apple. Forget if it's Apple or not. I'm saying if it's a thing, some technology or some company does eventually, that will be crazy. And I honestly think YouTube also eventually could get to that stage, you know?
I feel like this is a birth of something really big, and we're just like, we're talking about it right now, and like, you know, like 2-3 years down the line, it's just like a massive new phenomenon in the industry.
Yeah, bro. Okay, we move to the next one.
Do you have one off the top of your head? Do you have one?
Yeah.
Because there's one last one that I really want to talk to you about. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
Which one?
Yo guys, Jonathan here. So this past Friday, I thought it'd be a good idea to edit a video from start to finish on the iPad Pro. Plot twist was, it was a time-sensitive Kevin Kenton video that we were trying to shoot, edit, and get up all on YouTube the exact same day.
He has no faith in me.
I have some faith in you.
Like 5 out of 10 IGN.
Oh my god, dude. Shit, man. That changed everything for me, dude. You remember I was telling you that I predict this drawing software is going to happen, whatever. My dreams I've dug a grave and like buried them there. But this is my second wish / like prediction. They will bring Final Cut to the iPad. So, if they don't do it, they're fucking stupid. Fuck Apple. I'm going to throw my iPhone in a well. Like,
you know you're not going to do that. You know you're not.
It's waterproof, bro. I'll fish it out. I was melting while watching that video, dude. I was just thinking about the next generation iPad and the next generation iPad. Like, we've gushed about this like too much by now, but I just can't get over the fact, like, when I'm seeing the workflow happen and he's doing everything, like he's syncing audio, like he's making cuts, he's putting he's color grading, everything, dude. Like, it was insane.
Okay, say for example, sketching. Procreate is amazing. Photo editing, Affinity Photo. Illustration, Affinity Designer. There's an app for everything on the iPad Pro that does it, you know, as good as a Mac. It's just that the softwares that were created for the Mac aren't on the iPad Pro.
See, these apps in isolation are insane, okay? They are probably at the same level of like PC grade Photoshop counterparts. But the problem is that people like us, like creative professionals, let's say I'm making an illustration and I have an iPad in front of me. Fuck illustration. Just think about Final Cut, okay? Let's say I'm a video editor and I take my iPad with me and I have all the footage, I have all the assets that I need to edit this video, and I've put all of them onto my iPad, okay? And then I go out, I leave the house, I go to a cafe, I sit there, I make the entire edit, okay? And then I come back, it's ready to export. Okay, and let's say I have Final Cut on my Mac as well. I mean, of course I have Final Cut on my Mac. I just airdrop that project to my Mac. Hopefully it's a Mac Pro or like an iMac Pro or something. And it just renders it. That would be insane.
I get what you mean. Okay.
If I have a MacBook Pro. Let's say I live in Delhi. I have a Mac Pro in my house. It's where I work, okay? Like, that is my work machine.
Oh, like a Mac Pro.
Yeah, it's my work machine. That's what I edit video on, okay? And it's connected to the internet via Ethernet, always. And it's always on. It's like a server, almost. I never put it off, okay? And I, on my iPad, have LTE. And Apple has introduced a feature that is extremely similar to Chrome Remote Desktop. It's like a native Apple feature, okay? And I come to Bangalore, okay? I don't take my laptop with me. I just get my iPad. And I urgently, whatever, someone calls me and he's like, you know, I really need this edit urgently. So I'm like, cool. I go to a place where there's like hopefully signal, and I do the entire edit on my iPad because all of my files are synced, all of my assets. I've already transferred all of my assets onto my iPad, and all of those assets are there on my Mac as well. You just copy that entire folder, okay? So I make the entire edit. I do everything, okay? Like, I'm ready to export, and then when it comes time to export, my desktop at home exports it.
So basically your desktop is your local cloud computing server.
Yes, that's fuck. You finally got what I was saying. I mean, it's like a tough thing to explain, I guess.
I get that. But let's see. I mean, the only thing I can say to all of this, to even the Jonathan Morrison video of him editing the video on the iPad Pro as well as the LumaFusion video, we just have to wait for WWDC, man. I hope that does something.
Let's see what they do with iOS 13, man.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll open up the USB-C port also to be more multi-purpose.
To all the listeners, get ready for this because Viraj and I both are very tech-oriented as well as Microsoft.
Tech-oriented. We're geeks essentially. That's what Kota is trying to say.
And we love chatting about these kind of things. If you are, then great. Otherwise, if you don't,
join us next week.
Join us next week on subs.
On the subs.
But yeah, I have another video. I'm sure you watched it, bro.
I love the fact that we have already seen all of the videos.
Yeah.
The algorithm.
Dude, I swear.
I swear. You know, I really want a poster. Obviously, I can never get this, but I want a poster of the YouTube algorithm in my room. Just, nice typeface, like...
A poster of the YouTube algorithm. Like the algorithm written in code.
I don't know if it's short enough or I don't know, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like one line.
Bro, you'll need to wallpaper your house with the algorithm. It's huge.
Like a book.
Yeah, bro. It's not a book, man. It's a library. It's fucking huge.
Oh,
like,
shit.
It's not like some small tens of thousands of lines of code. It's gigantic. Okay. You have watched this video. It's the Vox video about why ramen noodles is so popular in prisons.
Instant ramen. It's warm, flavorful, quick, cheap, and filling. It's the chosen favorite among college kids and inmates across America. Check usage reports from the Massachusetts Department of Corrections, for example, and you'll see that ramen was the #1 sold item at prison commissaries. Ramen has become like cash among American prisoners, because behind bars, it can buy you anything.
Anything that's got any value, from clothes, drugs, a favor. Hey, I like the way your penmanship is. Can you write this letter for me? Can you draw this for me? Anything. It's literally gold.
What did you think about that?
It was good. I don't know, like it wasn't one of those Vox videos that really, I got interested.
Okay, so I'll tell you why I really liked the ramen video. It is a form of currency. It is an actual form of currency. It shows how useless a dollar bill or a 10 rupee note actually is. Because they literally took ramen noodles. And by the way, this form of currency is consumable. You can boil water, add this into it and eat it. Okay, but it is a form of currency. And that is what is so crazy about this, is the fact that the prison system has taken something like this. Because, obviously in prison, people can't use cash. So then they started using this. And this is a crazy system. Have you also seen Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah.
So, in Shawshank Redemption, in the starting, they used cigarettes as a form of currency.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, that's such a crazy scene. And oh my God, that's insane. But here they have taken it to another level. Like the fact that it's ramen, bro. It's like top ramen. Like it also brings me to
you sort of explained it to me in a way that is like bubbling in my mind now. In third world countries, what if they just introduced an alternate currency that is edible? Maybe not ramen, like in places that have like hunger, like malnutrition.
I don't think that's a bad idea in not third world countries, but like countries where the form of currency has just skyrocketed out of inflation. Like I think there's Zimbabwe currency.
Yeah,
like
it's like
I think
it's like $1 billion or something.
Yeah, something like that. And for you to get a packet of maybe like some food, you have to like get a carton of bills, bundles of bills. something like that.
See, that's what you kill two birds with one stone. If, for example,
bro, I just typed currency inflation on Google, and on Amazon India, it's written Zimbabwe $10 trillion, and it's for $500 for 500 rupees.
Fuck. Just think about it, bro. Like, okay, let's take the example of Zimbabwe. It would solve so many problems because the rich stay the same amount of rich. The poor are not hungry anymore. And then once you're not hungry, you can be healthier, you can start, working, and then whatever, it goes on from there.
And you don't even need to remove the currency. Like, I mean, it can still be...
Leave the currency.
You can leave the currency, but then use this as a... Hey, that's... I mean, but we're not...
It is a good idea. I think it is a good idea. If it's just like a biscuit or something, I don't know. What is the form of maybe it has to adapt to the cuisine of Zimbabwe. Like maybe they have something that can be stored for a minimum of 10 years without rotting.
Yeah. There must be some form of food.
Or maybe 10 years is also too long. Maybe every 5 years you have to go and take your perishable money and get it exchanged from the central bank.
Or you just eat it, bro.
Oh, yeah. Or you spend it. It's amazing either way, bro. You can buy food with it.
Bro, this is damn rude to Zimbabwe people, bro.
It's the stupidest idea ever. Just putting that out there to anyone that happens to hear this. It's on record now that I think it's stupid.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go watch that video.
It started in 1939 when two Jewish German immigrants, Francis Wolff and Alfred Lyon, started the Blue Note jazz label in New York City that would come to be revered not only for its sound, but for its iconic album covers.
Bro.
How was it?
That was some crazy video.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, this, whoever does Earworm, Estelle Caswell. Dude, she creates one of the best videos on Vox. On YouTube, bro.
Yeah. For sure, man.
It's so well curated.
Yeah.
I think I know exactly which video started all of this, not just for you and me, but for her as well. When she
did... The Kanye thing?
No. History of rap music. No, it was called Rap Deconstructed. Yes. Then she did Kanye Deconstructed. Then from there, Radiohead's Videotape. Then she did one about Stravinsky connected to Bruno Mars. There was the triplet flow. Do you remember when she did Grey Poupon?
Yeah.
That was the crazy one. Dude, she really does a good job.
Man, but Vox in general has just, I don't know, is Vox and Vox Media the company that owns The Verge the same company?
Yeah, they are. So, Vox, The Verge, Recode and Polygon are all owned by the Vox Media platform.
Man, they are so good, man.
Yeah, man.
Even the series that Borders, that one guy, that's also so good, and it makes it so much better that, I mean, dude, he is honestly the guy in Vox who I'm most jealous of. That is precisely what I want to do. That's the life I want to live.
I feel like the video that first showcased his work the best for me and opened my eyes to him as a creator, as an individual, was when he did the series about Cuba.
Welcome to the Cuban economy. Right after the Socialist Revolution in 1959, Fidel Castro's government seized almost all private businesses and land. Every restaurant, factory, hospital, and home was property of the government. The state set prices for everything and decided how much people got paid. The private sector disappeared overnight.
The world these men live in desperately needs.
Bro, that struck a chord for me, man. My God.
Yeah.
When he talked about Cuba's internet Then he
the
talked
localized
about
internet.
El Paquete Semanal. That is that weekly package which they get on that terabyte hard drive. For the listeners, this is basically Cuba's version of Netflix or Amazon Prime. They don't actually have good internet, and over there everything is censored. So what happens is they illegally download one hard drive worth of data, and they call it the El Paquete Semanal, which is the weekly package. And this hard drive and its content, I mean the terabyte worth of data is physically transferred from one hard drive to another, and this spreads across the country. And this is how people get movies, this is how people get TV shows, they get Android apps, they get newsletters, they get everything from this El Paquete Semanal. And that's when it really showed that if people want information, they know how to get it. Like, people can get it.
His name is Johny Harris, by the way.
Johny Harris, man. And he just has a really good style. There's another guy on Vox who does this Overrated. How the Mona Lisa is overrated. I mean, why the Mona Lisa is overrated.
Yeah.
Why Jackson Pollock is overrated. Like that. But by far, the person, I mean, if you look at the credits on Vox, you will always see this one name. And I have been obsessed with her work. And every time she puts out a video, I it's you can clearly see her impact on Vox as a whole. Joss Funk. She did the one about BBC Blue Planet.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, that was
Planet
so
Earth
good,
3.
dude.
Yeah. And she's done a bunch. How Snapchat filters work. My god, those are so good. So good. I think they have really nailed the art. I mean, also, I would also say both Verge and the Vox, they have really nailed the art of showcasing and visualizing information in an animation-based format. If you get what I mean.
I mean, I would say Vox way more than The Verge.
No, Verge is slowly getting there. Like when they...
The Verge does it, and I feel like The Verge has also had like a very turbulent YouTube life.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Their website is killing it. Like, it's the one, resource for like a lot of other tech YouTubers to like cite articles. But it's gone through its phases.
Yeah. I mean, when we started listening and watching to The Verge, 2013? When 90 Seconds on The Verge and everything was going on. That was a whole different scene. But then at that point of time, the editor-in-chief was somebody else. Then they went through a lot of turbulence and a lot of shit. And then Nilay Patel is now the editor-in-chief. And he redesigned the entire system, and he put a lot more effort into...
I mean, since we're on the topic of Vox Media, bro, Verge Science, randomly, out of nowhere, what the fuck, like...
Yeah.
Verge Science is, I mean, they're small right now, and initially I thought, why are they differentiating this channel from content that Vox can make, like, or have on their YouTube channel? But I feel like it's better because they're going to focus more, because The Verge was anyways doing all of these videos that were based on space and like technology.
Yeah,
I mean, not consumer tech, but like technology, like on a population scale. So I think it's a good distinction.
I mean, the main reason why Verge exists is it's a tech channel. It's a tech company.
Yeah.
I mean, Nilay Patel keeps saying something else, but it's predominantly a tech channel. The thing is, with The Verge, especially The Verge YouTube channel, it needs to reflect the Verge website and the articles that they do. So that is why you could clearly see a shift in how the videos were like 2015, 2016 time, where they were just doing these like CNN kind of tech reviews,
where unexhaustive, like just like video. I feel like the only thing that I would watch in the early days of The Verge were, of course, number one, and I still miss those days, 90 Seconds on The Verge.
Hey, it's Monday, June 25th, 2012, and you're about to spend 90 seconds on The Verge. I'm Josh Topolsky, editor-in-chief of The Verge, and if you're wondering what you're watching right now, it's our new daily video show where we give you the most important stories in about a minute and a half.
They should release an app, which is obviously an app version of their website, and just have a 90 seconds on The Verge place. I don't know. So I was saying that, so the only two things I would watch on The Verge, we would watch on The Verge at that time were 90 seconds on The Verge and then flagship product reviews.
I'm going to add one more to that. This Is My Next.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I fucking loved those. Like, I absolutely loved.
Even though it was such a controversial series to make, just like the concept of it, like this should be your next this is a tough task to do, and like you're not going to please everyone, but they pulled it off really well, and it was interesting. Like it was a good watch.